Okay, so I know what y'all are thinking. I can use black and white as my paintbrush, but can't I do something else? Aren't there other tools that allow me to sort of paint with black and white? And that is true. You can do a um, a gradient. So I have this new layer up here. You see, I just added this picture of this close up of this lion's face. I'm going to go up to layer and layer mask, and I'm going to choose reveal all. So you can see over in my layers panel, there is a layer mask attached to the lion, but it's all white. That means I can see everything, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to choose my gradient tool, which is just right here. And you can alter that gradient a little bit. There's a couple of different options. This one's linear. So all I have to do is draw a line on my canvas. And if I make sure that my layer mask is selected, it will add a little bit of black and white. So you can see over here, the white side of the gradient is on the left side and the black side is on the right side, right? And I can just play around with how that looks, you know? I can also, even if I want, I can do a radial gradient, which is like a circular gradient, and maybe I'll do like, okay, now, oh my goodness, let's see. Something like this, which sort of like reveals the center of the lion head, but and then fades out towards the edges. So that is an option for you as well. And pay attention over here to what the mask is looking like as I redraw that gradient, right? Additionally, we can do something. Let's just duplicate this layer here. Okay, so we're just going to work with the grass again. Additionally, you can do something called a clipping mask. So the clipping mask is, oh wait, you know what? I don't need to do that. Hold on. Okay. I don't know what to do here. Okay. All right. So the clipping mask is basically, it means that you have an image and you are using the mask below that layer to cut out what is happening in that layer. Okay, that's a really confusing way to say it, but just watch what happens, okay? So I have layer 3 right here. It's over this lion right here. And I'm basically going to cut the grass out in the shape of this lion. So I select my grass layer, I go up to layer, and I choose not layer mask, but instead I choose create clipping mask. Okay, and so you can see, let me hide this. Well, we'll just try it down here. Okay, so you can see now that the shape of that lion is the shape that is cutting out the grass. Now I know that I have a clipping mask because there's a little arrow right here pointed downward. So you can imagine if you are working with text or something like that, that you can create a pattern inside of the text that is then being cut out by this clipping mask feature. So go ahead and play with those. And I know that we started just by copying and pasting onto an empty canvas, but this really is the standard way to work in Photoshop in terms of compositing multiple images. Now. And of course, the reason for that is that all of these choices that I've made so far are reversible. No image has been damaged. I can go back and forth and question my decisions and try out different things without actually destroying the original image. So give that a go.